A very good morning and namaste to each one. So, life is all about what we do every day. Anything that I change for a day, and if I start believing that things will change in my life, it doesn't. What we require to do is always to get it into our everyday habit. For example, whether you are exercising, how much water you drink, whether you go for a walk, how much are you laughing, what sort of a food habits do you have. If I eat all healthy food in one day and then entire year I say I am going to have junk food, is that work? Or I say, okay, I will breathe in this 10 minutes and then I want to stop breathing. Does that work? If all those things doesn't work, why do we believe that affirmation that I do 21 times and I say my life is so happy, my life is so happy, all is well, all is well. And then I start believing that all should be well. People come and complain and say, but you know what? I have been doing affirmations for every day. Yeah, 21 times. 21 times you say, all is well. And that takes you probably 1.5 minutes. And then next entire day, you are cribbing and complaining and saying, life is all bad. My children didn't listen to me. My husband is doing that. My wife is not listening to me. My mother did that. My boss doesn't understand me. Government has is all this. This is so much corruption happening. COVID situation has triggered everything. So this is what you are affirming. And please realize that. On the contrary, you strongly believe into that. All is well is something you don't believe. You want to enforce that into you. And that little child in you says, my mom always forced me to do homework. I'm not going to listen. My dad forced me to go in the business when I didn't want to do that. I'm not going to listen. So then you don't even want to listen what the adult in you is telling you all is well. And what you want to listen is government is corrupt. This one didn't do anything. The doctors are all money minded. Life is all struggle. Every day morning you get up and the same routine. I have to do. Sangeeta told me you must listen to Kumar Chatterjee's that Padmavati chant. It takes me 20 minutes. She doesn't understand. She doesn't have to come home and do my work, no? She must be all free to get up at 9 o'clock, sit and start giving a lecture to us. But we have a lot of work to do. She doesn't understand that. Boss, we have a life to live. And this is what is called affirmation. This is what is called our own beliefs. This is what is called when we are venting out our frustration. The best way to deal with it is when my students and clients, what I do is when they enter this for the session and there's a very regular, normal conversation. Oh, wow, you stay here. Oh, then what is that? And then they feel, oh, she charges per time. But she never asked us anything. She didn't do anything. And why are you charging us? But that's the best way people speak about their actual beliefs. But the minute you start asking, so tell me, what do you believe in? Do you think anybody is going to say that, you know what, 23 hours and 50 minutes I am cribbing in my life? They never want to share that. There are times we look at the handwriting and we say, and I'm like, oh, morning time, you are quite free. Your handwriting shows that. She's like, oh, no, my morning time is so hectic. By 9 o'clock, I have to be in the office. Before that, I finish this. I said, probably. That's what I felt. So, like, probably you are right. My judgment must be wrong. And then after half an hour, that client of mine tells me, you know what, actually, you're correct. I do reach at office at 9, but then after that 3 hours, I'm watching TV. I don't work at that time. I'm like, okay, if that is what you feel, so. But we all are in that defense mechanism all the time. We don't want to recognize and identify that part in us, which makes us believe that probably I'm not worthy of, I'm not so good. I have to be good is again a belief. We were being fed from the childhood. You have to be a good person. It was never being said that we are always good. We are the divine, and divine is good. And like, let's move beyond the concept of good and evil. When I say I have to be good, I am believing that there is evil, there is bad. So we never want to go deeper and think about what we think. So I genuinely request you guys, do it for a few months. Just observe your thoughts. I'm not asking you to remain in silence. But like, just observe what is it that I, in my normal mood swings, when I'm normal, what do I speak? What do I genuinely believe in? When there is traffic on the road, what is your behavior? Are you getting irritated with the traffic? Is that the road rage? Are you getting irritated with the sound around you? Then there is a lot of clutter within you. Because to balance it out, you want silence outside. And people take silence so that when they are in silence, everybody outside is in silence, they can listen to their inner chatter. But probably that can be done on everyday basis as well. As much as you communicate outside, and then people who are cribbing, sitting in the car and saying, this driver doesn't understand, that will probably, there is a huge strong belief nobody hears me out. I'm not being listened to. No one understands me. No one loves me. I'm unwanted. And we never ever take trouble to go deep inside what we strongly believe in and to know where is this belief coming from that I'm unwanted. And probably it came from one of your childhood memory, which now when you really look at it, it doesn't make sense. But we hold on to it so tightly. If I will tell you a joke right now, and if you all will laugh, I will tell you second time. Just to give me respect, you will again laugh. Third time, you'll laugh. 10th time, you will say, I think she has lost it. What is she doing? She's repeating the same joke again and again and again and again. And it doesn't entertain you anymore. You don't want to laugh. But in life, when it comes to our sad stories, we want to hold on to it and we want to repeat it again and again and again and again, and equally get sad about it. But when I was this is what my mother did. When I was young, this is what my father didn't understand. When I was that, my spouse didn't understand me. You know what? The same story, same dramas, we never get fed up because we inhale it to nourish and nurture our own boosted ego, and that make us feel that, oh, everything is wrong in my life because people around me are wrong. Because it's scary to look inside. It's scary to feel that, oh, even I am wrong. Or people go on another tangent. Everything is because of me. Boss, you're not that important. If everything is because of you, then where is the existence of God? Both talk about equal thing. One is saying every problem is because of others, and the other person is saying every problem is because of me. But both are ego based realities. One does over, one does under, both are not in balance. So, to strike the balance, we require to get into the habit of writing that journal. Because when we look at that journal, that reminds us, yeah, 4 days back that happened, and now it's forgotten. That is what life is all about. When I was in school and when I didn't get those 2 marks, I felt life is so unfair. Now I don't even care and it doesn't bother me. I don't even remember it. That's what life is all about. What happened in the past is over, completed. By being caged into that, we don't allow ourselves to liberate and move on. So, hoping that you guys are writing that. So, again, just quickly repeating the points that we discussed till. The number one, to know that Creator loves you. We'll share the slideshow also. So, may I please share? So, Creator loves me, and that Creator, the divine, is within me. Yeah, start from point one, Mac. So, once the Creator, then second point is you are your beliefs. So, what you believe in from morning, that's what I was explaining. What you believe in is something what you are talking every day. The third is beliefs are at 4 levels. Yesterday I explained that very clearly. The fourth point is that what you feel is the belief is superseded by multiple other beliefs. That belief today and yesterday, both day I explained, comes from something which happened to you few years back, months back. Point five, once we identify and we understand that, what is your soul learning from this experience? A very, very, very important point. Please write down this point in your journal. Understand one basic point, everyone. You are a soul. You have chosen to come down on earth in this human body to experience. These are obviously human experiences. So, your human experiences are something which allows you to experience your emotions, that joy, that happiness, that small thing. When people get in quarantine after 14 days, when they be able to see people normally, they're happy about it. They're missing that human touch. How much ever the technology may sound and they can talk to each one on a video call, it's not the same. It is it is a mother who just puts her hand and says, all will be well. She may not even say that. Her touch will make you feel that. You're in mother's lap. It is your spouse who just hold your hand and they may not say anything, but you know that, oh, I'm there for you. It is that look in the eyes. These are all called human experiences. They are absolutely beautiful, wonderful. So anything negative is happening in your life is there to teach you a lesson, because your higher self can see the bigger picture. You cannot. It is the same story of one person is blind and one is deaf. So me as a human is blind. I can see my limited reality. My higher self can see the bigger picture. It's telling me. But if I'm not connected, it is like going to the deaf ears. Not because higher self is deaf. Higher self is very well powered. But I have lost the touch of my higher level of consciousness. At what level of consciousness I'm operating chooses and defines what sort of decisions I'm making in life. How am I choosing to live my daily realities? So your higher self is probably knowing the bigger reality. It's your higher self wanting to protect you, safeguarding you, knowing that you remember your soul came down to learn this experience. Your soul came down. You took this birth to know that, to believe in yourself, to know that you are brilliant, you can do, to know that there's so much love around you. And probably I can't hear that message. I don't understand. And I'm in my rat race of crying and saying life is so bad. And then there is one person who comes in the life, and then that experience teaches you to believe in yourself. Majority time, when you ask people when they have gone through a huge sickness, what did you learn out of it? And they say, I learned no matter what they said, I can do it. I learned to believe in myself. Do you require the people who constantly challenge you, who will put you down for you to believe that, oh, you can do it? So, any negative experience is pushing you to be a better version of yourself. And do I require to be pushed by someone to be a better version of myself? That is a question. And the minute I think that realization comes, automatically it starts shifting. There is no more anger, rage, and no more you are believing. And then there is a receptor, the human. That's how our energies are programmed. If my thought creates an energy and sends it out to a person, if I have even a thought that I want to help people, I want to help people is the energy I am sending out constantly. If my remote, by pressing a button, can switch on my AC, it is the energy. I can't see what happened there. Can you see? When I pick up a mobile, can I see? I can't. I'm connected to you all. So there is some frequency which is connected. So imagine we human beings, live human beings, must be carrying so much energy. Just because we can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So if I say, I want to help you, whom can I help? Very general, common question. What is the opposite of help? Helpless. So the other person might be very, very strong and powerful, but I would attract the helplessness part of them into my life. And if that is my own family, because universe doesn't differentiate and doesn't understand. That, oh, I want to help only this particular one beggar, or I want to help only that. I just said, I want to help. So universe says, okay, in 30 seconds, it sets the tastu. You have it. Now my family, who is very fine, but each day I will listen to only the helpless part of them. One will say, but you know what, mom? I don't know how to clean the house. You need to, only you can do it. The friends will say, you know what? You make the best pizzas in the world. Tomorrow I have a party. I'm feeling so helpless. I can't do it. You are only going to make and do it. Third will say, no, but I can't take decision. I can't take emotional, so much of tension. You are very good with it. You do it. And then you have clients in the line who are coming and saying, ma'am, this is what happened to her. Ma'am, what this is. And then you are listening to it. Yes, yes, yes. And then you are teaching, and then students are saying, no, but you don't understand. Why am I saying, but it doesn't exist. Creator doesn't love me. If Creator loved me, why did I have so many problems? If God loved me, God wouldn't have done this to me. God never did anything to you. No, 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 you don't understand only. And then they are called parasites. In Theta, we call it parasites. They suck your energy out from you. Physical level, if your body is acidic, you are the right host for parasites in your stomach. So there are many different kinds of parasites. So we actually suggest them to do a physical parasite cleanse. And we first thing what we do is clear their belief that people suck me dry. And then we ask them, either the noni juice or kali jiri, we give them different options. Please, for next this many months, do a parasite cleanse. Automatically, the body will start getting into the rhythm. And people who are like parasites in your life will stop moving out from your life. So everything in life is so interconnected, and we, without realizing, and that simple thing could have been resolved if I would have asked that question. Years back, I asked that question: how does this migraine serve me? What is my learning? What is my soul learning through that? And the only answer which came was that it pushed me for my spiritual learning and my spiritual growth. And I'm like, do I need migraine to be doing spiritual workshops and learning it? Probably I don't. Do I need? There were times when the water pipe will burst before I have to go and attend a class or a workshop. I used to feel people pulling my energy from here, and I used to cry in the classes and saying that somebody help me, somebody is pulling me, and I couldn't feel anything like. But there was one thing within me which I had shared in my story from early childhood. I believed if others can do it, I can do it. And that persistency. Every day I used to sit in my terrace after finishing my yoga and pranayam. I used to start doing my B round. But every one aspect. Why is it that the guest comes, I have to prepare 20 items to please them? Why my house has to be proper, clean when there is a guest in the house? Why we have to always smile and say, hello, how are you? No, no, I'm so good. Yeah, probably I'm not good. I can share. So, like small things, why does it bother me when the curtain color? Why does it bother me when somebody talks to me rudely? Why does that? Every day, one thing. Every day, what did my soul learn from it? And then do the theta downloads. again go and like, where is this coming from? What had happened to me? There was no looking back. Like 1 year, every day I've sat and every day I've worked. That is this entire process I'm making easier for you guys by explaining you Theta lifestyle journey. Because you do not know how to do the B technique, you do not know how to do the Theta downloads yourself. I'm still a very strong advocate of learning. There is no replacement. That this is not a replacement for that. Because if I started, like, I used to talk to God and I'm like, God, I'm telling you, don't send me people. Why are you sending them? And then people will still come. No, you only will take session. I'm like, I'm very new. No, you only will take. I said, God, please, within a week's time, give me a place to work. And I have that place. And then I'm like, oh, but this is like a hospital, surgeries and all happen. Every doctor is sending the client. I'm like, it stinks. I like the good ambience. Like, there are flowers and there are like statues. And I'm a healer. I'm not a medical professional. And God was like, okay, like you have it and I have it. And I was like, but God, within 5 minutes diameter from my house. Yes, you have it. So God loves you and you get it. But why I got it? Because that was my divine life plan. God is no matter what excuses you give me, you are going to be on this path and you are going to work. But that persistency helped, that everyday working helped. So please do that. The point 6 is you are not your experience. Understand what happened to me. There are many things connected to that. But I am not my experience. I am that divine soul. I am that love and light. I am pure energy of love and light. I cannot say that I am my experience, because when I say I am my experience, I'm putting it in my soul imprint. Very beautifully, my mother, who started her journey of learning in spite of not knowing English well, remember. And just because she was my mother, I didn't consider if it was an outside client, I would have taken an effort to speak in Hindi. I'm like, no, mom, only 7% is the verbal communication, 93% is body language. If you don't understand, repeat the class. You will learn it. And she was determined, I want to learn it. So when she was learning it, she picked up this point very well. So next time when she called me, she very beautifully said one point, which a lot of rishis and munis take lifetimes to learn this one point. And she said, now when I'm angry, if because we teach people to express their emotions, I'm like, why are you not prioritizing yourself? What you tell, I want this, it's okay. You do not have to suppress yourself. Suppression doesn't help. So people are not used to you expressing. When she started expressing, if somebody passing a comment, and if she is feeling sad about it, if she is feeling angry about it, rather than saying, I am angry, I am sad, this one shouted at me. She started saying her name and she said, Nutan is angry. Nutan is sad. This person did this to Nutan. Because she said, why do I have to put this imprint on me for lifetimes? I am not, this happened to Nutan, not to me. And that brings so much clarity because we start believing that our experiences are something which is me. I am angry, I made myself anger. I am sad, I made myself sad. I'm not that. I'm love, I'm light. And a very simple thing that she did. And if you really look at it, how powerful, how beautiful that thought process was. And I was like, Mom, this is brilliant. Many times, many student comes and says, her energy is so powerful. You know what, Sangeeta, your mom's energy is much more powerful and stronger than yours. Please don't feel bad about it. And I'm like, no, I'm not feeling bad. I'm feeling very good about it because it's in my genes, right? And so her energy, I am very proud about it. I'm very proud about it. The fact that age is not a barrier for her. She never made age as a barrier. She learned how to be on Zoom. She's 84 years now, so that she can attend. She's favorite of all our students because my daughter Richa calls her Mummy Ji, like MJ. She calls everything, and so everybody is like, I mean, and beautifully she did our intuitive anatomy class, and she paired up with somebody who was like very highly educated, doing the body systems, and they were doing the reproductive system, and I was like, God, I just don't want my student to feel. And the student said that I've already got my surgery done and all. And my mom immediately said, but you have your ovaries, right? It doesn't matter like if your uterus is removed. And I was like, how much we like underestimate people. And education is not the school, college, degrees education. And probably that high degrees person couldn't think that, yeah, if today we are working on reproductive, what will you scan because my uterus is not there. And my mom, not having so many degrees, immediately said, but you have your ovaries. No, it is okay. So guys, don't make age your barrier. Don't make it. It is the desire to make your soul, because that is what you will take. That is what we take when we die. Nothing else we are going to carry with us. And knowledge is one thing which invokes the body of willpower. The body of knowledge can transform many realities. So let us simply, because we are already late, very quickly a download, and we will close today's session. So would you like to know what it feels like to know that you allow yourself to be connected to the divine within you, and that it is possible for you without being stuck at the limiting beliefs of I am my experience, to understand it through Creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of Creator of all that is, being able to move beyond your experience, being able to move beyond the limiting beliefs, being able to move beyond any stagnation, any clutter, any limiting thought patterns, being able to connect to the power that made you, being able to connect to the energy of the love that you are, being able to flow with the energy of bliss, peacefulness, calmness, and being able to take the power back without the fear of misusing it, and that it is possible. It is safe, it is possible, you are deserving of it. Into every cell, fiber, tissue, and molecule of your body, every area of your life, at all the core level of your beliefs. your highest and best in the highest and best possible way for you. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. Creator, show me. Creator of all that is, it is commanded to instill these feelings into everyone in the group right now, whoever says yes, and later, while watching the video, in any language that they have ever heard and they understand, for each one's highest and best, for the highest and best for them. Thank you. Passing unconditional love, light, and healing to each one. So thank you so much, everyone, with lots of gratitude. Please maintain your journal. Probably we will have a look at your journal after some time, after a few days, where we would have given you enough tips and pick up anyone's journal without mentioning the name and guide you through that journal what you could have done there better and what are the changes. So, in fact, I would appreciate people who are maintaining the journal regularly. If you start noticing change into your life, please let us know and tell us. These are the changes which have started happening. So, when you share that with us, we would pick up one journal also. And we will ask you also on the platform, what did you do for other people to understand from you? And what we will do is we'll pick up somebody's journal also, probably who is claiming that nothing shifted in my life. And we will guide you like why it didn't shift. Because your actions and what you think has to be in harmony with each other. So wishing you all a fabulous, fabulous day. Thank you so much for joining from Team Cesta. Thank you so much for being there as part of this beautiful journey together. See you all 9 a.m. tomorrow.